Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. It's time for my viewers to let me know which three of the upcoming albums I should buy and review and rank in a future video. I've done this before, and my viewers mainly wanted me to listen to Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, Stevie Wonder's Inner Visions, and Rush Moving Pictures. And so I bought these three albums and I loved all three. They were 10 out of 10s. And I had heard some songs from the albums, but just never listened to the whole album. So we're going to do this again. And this time there are 15 classic albums. I might have heard a handful of them at some point in my life, but I don't remember them that well, or I didn't like them back in the day. And so in the comment section below, please pick your three favorites out of the 15. And the ones that get the most votes, I will most likely, not guaranteed, but I'm going to choose three albums that most of my viewers think I should listen to. So mention the three albums and whatever you want to say about the albums to get me to possibly buy them. So here we go. And I did post in my community a couple of days ago, and some of the suggestions are included in this. And this is going to be a continuing series, possibly. So if your album isn't chosen, maybe at some time down the road I will check it out. So here we go. 15 albums. Which three should I buy and review and rank? The Stone Roses. I've had quite a few suggestions to listen to this album. I've had really no interest in it. I think years ago when I was at work, I had a workmate who played the album, and at the time I just wasn't into Britpop at all. So, but like I said, I have heard it, but it was a long time ago, so I don't really remember it. Next up, yeah, I love Sly and the Family Stone. I've got a double CD of all of their great songs, but I've never heard There's a Riot Going On by Sly and the Family Stone. Next up, it's the Beastie Boys. From what I've heard of the Beastie Boys, I really like their music, but I've never heard the album Paul's Boutique. Next up, so this is Kendrick Lamar, and it's To Pimp a Butterfly, something a little different for me, probably. I have no idea. I've never heard the music. So let me know if I should listen To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. Next up. Yeah, I love Kraftwerk. I have heard Trans Europe Express, but it was quite a few years ago, and I just didn't connect with it for whatever reason, but I do have Autobahn and Radioactivity, and I love those two albums. So, that's a possibility of something I might finally appreciate. Lots of good albums here, I believe. Next up. Yeah, I've never heard Wilco, and this album seems to be in a lot of best of lists. So, Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. John Coltrane, I love Supreme. I do like some jazz, but I don't have very much of it. And I think I did listen to this, and I think I did like it, but it was a few years back. So that would be interesting to listen to again. Bob Dylan, that's right. I have heard Blood on the Tracks. I have Slow Train Coming and Saved. I love those albums. And I've heard other Bob Dylan albums. I have heard Blood on the Tracks, but once again, it was a few years back. I did enjoy it, but maybe I'll enjoy it even more now. We'll see. Bob Marley and the Wailers, Exodus. Uh, I have heard Bob. I'm not sure which album I heard. It might have been this one, and I really enjoyed it. But it might have also been one of his other studio albums. But it's another choice for you to make. Next up. This gets a lot of suggestions too, of course. Joy Division. Unknown Pleasures. I had to look up the title because I forgot. But yeah, I know a lot of my viewers have been pushing me to listen to the album. I've never heard it. I do know the one song, Love Will Tear Us Apart, but that's about it. Let's get some funk with Parliament, Mothership Connection. Of course, I've heard some of their music, but I've never heard this particular album, and it might be a fun album to check out. Next up, somebody suggested Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. I have never heard the album. Of course, I've heard the the hit singles from it, most of them. But I've never heard the album, and I do like Michael Jackson. I bought Thriller back in the day, and Bad and Dangerous. This is my own pick. I did buy Steely Dan's Asia when it came out, but back then I just never really cared for it too much. So it's been many years since I've heard it. And maybe I'll become a Steely Dan fan at last. Next up, another suggestion from Elvis in Memphis. I've never heard the album. I've probably heard some tracks from it, but never the whole album. And another one that I picked. I've never heard all of Blues Brothers, Blues Brothers, Blues Breakers, John Mayall with Eric Clapton. I have heard some of the songs from the album and really enjoyed them, but I've never heard the whole album. And I believe that is it. So there's 15 albums there. So hopefully you follow the rules. Just list, and don't list other albums. I'll get to other albums in future videos. Just list 3 of your favorites from the 15 that I showed you in the comment section below. Tell me about them and why I should check out the albums. And like I said, I'll pick the 3 that get most of the votes, or the ones I'm really interested in hearing. But I'm interested in hearing most of these. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like the video, and I'm looking forward to your comments below. Goodbye.